So you're finally leveraging the power of the internet to grow your business. Congratulations. Next, you're thinking about jumping into the social media world to take it to the next level. Which platform should you use and why should you use it? That's what we're going to talk about here today. My name is Mark. You're with Home Leads. Thank you so much for taking time in your busy day to join us on this video. So we're going to discuss what social media channels you want to look at, why you want to look at the ones that we suggest, and how it's going to most benefit your business to grow it to the next level. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so below, as we greatly appreciate you coming on board so we can grow our community here at Home Leads. So with that being said, welcome, and let's dive right into it. So when we're talking about social media, a lot of times when we talk about this, people get one of two feelings. One of, oh gosh, that was so 10 years ago, or they missed the train, they can't get on it, there's gonna be something new and better. Or they say social media, I don't need that. You kind of fall into one of two camps if you're already not in that world of growing your business through social. And I'm going to go ahead and disagree with both of them, okay? Because I think it's never too late. It's never too late to start something new. Why don't you try it today? Why don't you just grab your phone, start an Instagram account, type in your company email address, and just start learning, start scrolling around and start learning different things and start trying. You're never going to be any further ahead this time next year if you don't try and start something today. So, that's what I believe. It's never too late, and I will also disagree with the other camp that it is imperative in this day and age you have some type of social presence. It doesn't matter what type of business you have. It could be something that's not maybe visually appealing, like a pool company, like a pool cleaning company, okay? Or it can be something super cool, like a custom landscaping business. Both of them have a place in social. So when we're talking about what platform to go on, okay, I'm going to break this down very, very simply. Whether you have a ton of experience in social, whether you're a wizard in social, or you've never done it at all. Okay, the way I'm going to break it down is essentially twofold. The first, where are your current customers congregating? What social channels are they using? Okay, now if you don't know that, you can add that into your standard operating procedure when you're on a sales call. You can go and talk to them just casually if you have a brick and mortar store. You can kind of get in these conversations to sit there and say, hey, we're trying to start a new social media campaign. Which platform do you use? Do you use it? And then just kind of taking some notes, okay? Now, if that seems too awkward, if that seems kind of silly, then you can kind of go the opposite direction, okay? Market research is always gonna be your best one. Only you are gonna know your customers. I'm not. Your competitor probably is not. So you're gonna know your customers much better than any one of us are. So that would be the best way, I think. But if you feel kind of silly or awkward doing that, I get it. The next one you can immediately look at is the demographic, the age demographic of your customers. Okay, now why do I say that? Okay, with my age, I grew up in the Facebook era. Prior to that, probably the generation before me grew up in like the MySpace or the LiveJournal. And if you're too young to even understand what those are, then God bless you. You may have grown up in the TikTok era. Okay. Regardless of what era you kind of grew up in, that's usually going to be a good idea, or a good identifier rather, of where your current client base congregates on social, okay? So generally speaking, about everybody at this point either has a Facebook account or a YouTube account, okay? Just about everybody is going to have that. If they don't have an account, at least they know what it is and they can navigate through it to either look at the pictures of their photos, pictures of their grandkids, or videos of a cooking channel or a classic car channel. People at least have a working understanding of that. So if you don't know where to go, then I would strongly suggest you lean hard into Facebook first. Why? Well, as I mentioned before, if you start that first, most people have an account, did have an account, and they deleted it, or know somebody who is on Facebook. Okay, that's going to be a kind of a general catch-all. I would suggest that because it's going to be free. Okay, you can also set it up and it can be free, and you can start interacting with your customers that way. Now, I would not suggest jumping on, if you have no experience whatsoever, and jumping into a YouTube account. I just wouldn't. Chances are you're watching us on YouTube, but it's because we have experience with YouTube growing several other channels in different industries, and we have experience with other social media platforms. The thing about YouTube is you're going to have to work to grow your channel, and then you're going to have to ask people to watch your videos and subscribe. it's a little bit more labor intensive for the customer to go and do that, as opposed to just say, yes, I like your picture of your XYZ for your company. If that makes sense at all. Okay. Plus, when you have the Facebook page, it's just going to be an easier way to set things up, to do quick updates, to do quick pictures, to sit there and say, hey, we're updating our hours because of the holidays, or hey, we're running a special because of this or because of that. Whereas with YouTube, it's going to be essentially based on longer form content, videos for several minutes. So if that's not something you really want to do, and maybe you're nervous getting in front of the camera, or you don't want to do the editing, then don't go immediately to YouTube. Go to Facebook. Now, if your demographic is younger, or if your demographic is younger, okay, and you can immediately have some type of a visually catching appearance, I would suggest Instagram, because Instagram is going to be based essentially on photos. A little bit younger of a demographic, but it's going to be based on photos. So if you have something that is visually appealing, for instance, we have a mobile detailer that we work with Home Leads, and they do all these awesome cars, and they're crushing it on Instagram. Hey, I did this cool car. Hey, I did this. Hey, I did that. It's a very flashy, very, very quick hit flashiness. So for this gentleman, he can immediately blow his Instagram account up doing that. Okay, if you don't have a visually appealing business, like maybe you do like carpet cleaning or a pool cleaner or something, no disrespect to those folks, it's just not as flashy and cool as high-end cars. If you are creative, you can still grow your channel that way very, very quickly with Instagram, but it's going to be a lot easier to do it on Facebook. Okay, so those are going to be the ones that we're going to lay out: Instagram, Facebook, and then you can also look at TikTok with the videos, which is another video that we'll talk about later on. But if you do not know what group that you should jump into, what platform, immediately go back to, number one, what is the demographic? And number two, what are they using? The last bonus tip that I'll leave here is also look at what social channels you personally use. If you are very crafty at Facebook, if you're very good at Etsy, if you're very good at this, you're very good at that, start seeing how you can use your personal skills and then put your business in with that at the same time, so you're not having to reteach yourself something brand new. That'll bring down the learning curve and get your content updated very, very quickly. Regardless, if this seems overwhelming, grab one, learn about it, and post. You're always going to have more space for more content. Okay? So I hope that has been beneficial for you. Always look to grow your business in different ways. Most of the time, social channels, you can blow up your account and it's all for free. You just got to take a little bit of time, learn about it, and see how you can use that to track extra footing with your business. Thank you so much for taking time in your busy day. My name is Mark. You've been with Home Leads, and we'll see y'all on the next one.